Welcome to the Marketing Report. Today we're going to be talking about the President of the United States versus the Prime Minister of New Zealand. Welcome back to the Marketing Report. My name is Russell Pearson, and today I want to talk about messaging, and in particular what's going on with global leaders around the world and how they're using their messaging in very, very different ways. So we've got the US President, Donald Trump. He has today released a new campaign called Complicit, which is a 30-second advertisement spot showing and citing immigration crime and violent crime in the US from immigrants, and saying that any politicians that are blocking the bill for him to build his wall are complicit in allowing that violent crime to happen. So that's fear. So the message is pushing on one of the two main marketing points, which is pain or pleasure. Okay, so he's pushing very much on that pain button, and that can work to engage the audience. Be interesting to see how he goes from here, based on the fact that he's been doing a lot of fear campaigning of recent times. Now, on the other side of the world, we've got New Zealand, and Jacinda Ardern has just come in as the new Prime Minister for New Zealand. She's 37 years old. She's been described as having, I think she self-described herself as having relentless positivity, and basically that's what she's brought to the job. Not only in the things that she said in her commentary, but also through this week, she's announced that her and her husband are having a baby, and she's discussing how she's going to be taking maternity leave for that to happen and still run the government at the same time. So there's this positive human story here. She's uplifting her community and continuing to push that message of positivity that she started her initial communication on, and it's working for her. The approval ratings, which are a little old now, but back in November, these are the most recent ratings. She was raising up to, I think it was 54.5% approval rating, which is well above majority, and you need far less than that to actually get into government. So that's on the message of positivity. Over here, we've got the pain message or the fear message, and current numbers for Donald Trump are 38.4% actually at the same time. So I got these numbers at the same time so that I could measure them equally. So 38.4% approval rating, and what's worse is the disapproval rating has actually gone to a majority. So it's up at 56% disapproval rating. Now, Donald Trump's been pushing this fear bandwagon for some time, probably I would say the entire year. And what you've seen is this decline over the year of his approval rating and this rise of his disapproval rating. So back when he started, back in January, his approval rating was about, I think it was 46%, so below majority, but his disapproval rating was much lower than that. And so it's the disapproval that's actually raised right through the roof. So that's on that message of fear. So the question is the fear message stronger than the positive message? And I would say in the short term, the fear message can work really, really well to use as a shock tactic and engage people quickly, but it's the positive message that actually will draw people to you over the long haul. So it would be interesting to see if Donald Trump changed tacks or changed his tact heading up to the 2020 election, because if you recall, it was Make America Great Again, a positive message that actually got him into government in the first place. So there's a lot we can learn by watching these things and watching the way that people play out their positioning and their messaging to the market. And we can decide for our own market, is it going to be better to push on the pain points for them to engage them quickly, or is it better to push on the positivity and engage them potentially over a longer period of time? But these are things that we can be bringing into our own market, our own audience, and our own clientele. So my name is Russell Pearson. This has been the Marketing Report. If you'd like to talk to me about positioning and how you can be looking at using messaging and what you can potentially learn from global leaders around the world and their positioning and messaging, you can get me on an email address at marketingreport@russellpearson.com.au. I would love all your feedback there, and I'd love to hear your thoughts on how you're positioning yourself for your market. Until next time, thanks so much for watching. Another big thank you to Crimson Fox Creative Studios for sponsoring this episode. You can visit them at www.crimsonfox.com.au.